Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video of Puneet Khatri, and I'm really excited for this video actually. It's been a while that I wanted to record this video, walk you guys through the entire process of how I go ahead and create my ads, how I set up my ads under Ads Manager, what are the things that I keep in mind while setting these ads up, and what actually you could do while running these ads on Facebook. Because lately you also would have noticed that after the iOS 14 update, after the pandemic, the records that Facebook has actually broken all the records, left and right, getting accounts blocked left and right, restricting profiles from advertising, and every single person that I speak to on the internet is facing this problem. And I'm pretty sure that you wouldn't be expelled from this as well, because this is something that you can't actually get rid of. You do not have anyone that you could speak to, someone who is going to help you out with the process as well. So I thought, why not just go ahead and record a video to share with you guys how I do this process, or how I take care of running Facebook ads for myself and for my clients. And I think it's going to be very exciting for me to share this thing, because I'm doing this for the first time. How do I go ahead and set this up? And because I have seen, or also I would say I have noticed, a lot of people getting restricted. And because, like, if you make a slightest mistake on your account, which is like you want to avoid every single mistake, because if you make the smallest mistake while designing the ad or setting up the ad, you know that you could get restricted from the business manager, from your profile, from your ad account, and the pixel as well, because spending a lot of money and getting that data in exchange, you do not want to lose that, man. I really know it's a pain when you just get restricted from your business manager, setting up everything fresh and then starting everything from the rock bottom. I totally understand that. I have gone through that as well. So this video is specifically for you guys, for me to show you guys how I set it up and what are the things that you need to take care or keep in mind while setting up your Facebook ad campaign. Just for the example, to show you guys how I do this thing, I'm going to take up a project that's looking for webinar registration. So this is a webinar. The niche would be the fitness niche. And how would I set up the Facebook ads? How would I set up the conversions, the event pixel setup, every single thing I'm going to walk you through by every single step. How would I do that so that we can go ahead and run ads to successfully get registrations for webinars at the cheapest cost possible. Again, for this example or this particular project will be based on India, so the target audience is going to remain India, but that wouldn't be a major cause of concern, because the setup would be the same. It's just the location wherein I'll change the location as India. And if you want to run these ads somewhere else, you can definitely go ahead and do that. So for you guys who know about Facebook ads, that would be amazing. But for the people who are not very sure about what Facebook ads are, I would just want to explain a bit about them, what background is it, what Facebook ads are actually. So Facebook, you know Facebook, right? And when I talk about Facebook, it's just not the Facebook app that I'm talking about. I'm talking about the entire Facebook company. So what all falls under Facebook is the Facebook application, Instagram application, and their audience network, as well as Messenger. So these are the 4 different type of platforms or applications that you could go ahead and run your ads upon, or show your ads upon, and drive in traffic from them. But obviously there are a lot of details that you need to take care about. And Facebook ads are not just for online businesses, because even if you have a local business, I have worked with a lot of local businesses, and how Facebook ads can help you generate a lot of sales is by generating more leads. Because how does a local business gets more sales? When you talk to more prospects, when you talk to more leads. And how do you get more leads? That's why I have Facebook ads. So that has been something very profitable that I have been working with my clients and for myself as well. So that's something that we could talk about more in detail in the upcoming videos. But right now, let's just focus upon the part wherein I'm going to show you how to set up Facebook ads for conversion. And again, as I mentioned earlier, the event is going to be a webinar registration. So we're going to set up this ad focusing how to get more registrations at the cheapest cost possible. And that's about it. I think let's just not waste more time and get right into this, and I'll show you guys how would I be setting up Facebook ads for getting more webinar registrations at the cheapest cost in 2021. Alright, so let's get right into this. Alright, so guys, now that we are here on my computer, let me quickly take you through the ads manager and show you how to go ahead and set the campaign up. But before, just in case if you have no idea about where you are looking at or what you're looking at right now, let me guide you quickly. So this is the backend of the Facebook panel. So every single Facebook profile, let me show you. The front end that you see on Facebook is something like this. Okay, so the front end looks like something like this. That's where you do all the scrolling, you check out your pages, you go check out your friends, you check out your groups. But the backend where the business part on the Facebook end takes place is known as business.facebook.com, and the domain here is just facebook.com. So you can see the difference in there. Just in case if you are wondering how to get onto this one, then you could just easily type in business.facebook.com, or the alternative can be facebook.com/ads manager. So this is the URL. You can click on this to directly drop into your ads manager, so that you do not have to go through the newer version of the backend that's like also known as the Facebook business suite. You do not have to go there, then go to business settings and then open up your ads manager. So you could easily come over here and let me just quickly change my ad. Alright, so this is the one that I was showing you right now. So you can see the stats are very much same. It says lifetime. Alright, so click on the green icon over here, and then that's how you set up the campaign, or that's how you initiate the process of setting up a campaign. The initial level here, you're going to see what is going to be the objective of a campaign. So in this video, the demonstration that I'm going to show you is going to be from the ads, the setup. Okay, so let me put up the setup something like this. So from the ads, we want everyone to go to our landing page, and on the landing page I have a pop-up wherein they will be asked to enter their name, email address and their phone number, and then they go to the thank you page. And so that's how is the 3-step process. That's why I need to set up a conversion ad, which is why. So whenever, what is a conversion? We want a conversion. We want leads to convert via our landing page, which is why we are setting up conversion. Just in case you would have also heard about lead generation, this is an on Facebook form. So in this case, if you set up this lead generation, you would get the same details, just that the volume would be higher, the cost will be a little bit lower, but the quality of leads will also be a bit lower, towards the lower end. They wouldn't be as qualified as you would want, because when they go to the landing page, they get to know a lot about the program that you're offering. Well, as on when they are just on Facebook, they just see the advertisement and they get a form wherein they just instantly enter their details. So in that case, they are not very well aware about the information and the details and the other minute information that you would want them to know before they enter any of their information. But that's all right. So let's just click on conversion right now. I'll be showing all of these different campaigns in a different video, so just stay tuned. Click on subscribe button, also turn on the notification icon, so that whenever I'm uploading any other video, you would get notified about it. Alright, so guys, selecting conversion, click on continue. And now you would see here on the left hand panel, there are 3 things. That's new campaign, new ad set and new ad. So if you're very new to this platform or to this backend panel that I'm showing you under ads manager, campaign is the top level. So you launch a campaign wherein under campaign there could be different ad sets, and every different ad set has number of ads into them. So I'll walk you through on the campaign level. So you can enter the name. I'm going to enter top of the funnel. So TOF hyphen lead generation hyphen landing page. This is what I'm going to name my campaign over here. Rest, I don't think so we need to see out anything over here. So this is A/B testing, which we are not going to do right now. Again, I'll just elaborate a bit for people who do not know what A/B testing is. A/B testing is generally a test that you create between 2 different advertisements when you want to test out which ad is working better, and or like which audience is working. So it's a comparison between A and B. A and B could be multiple variables, multiple objects, multiple things. It could be the audience, it could be the landing page, it could be the creative, it could be the copy, it could be anything. So any 2 things that you want to test out, you then go ahead and set up A/B testing. Again, I'll drop into a depth about A/B testing in a following video, not right now. And here there's an option for campaign budget optimization, which is turned off at the moment. To turn this on, what is going to happen, I'll show you towards the later end of this video, not right now. Then click on the second option over here, that's the ad set. Now name the ad set. What I generally do, the naming factor is going to be something like this. So I just elaborate about my audience. So let's say this is going to be an interest based on yoga. So what type of audience you're targeting in this ad set is what you need to enter first. Then you put in a hyphen, then you put in the age group, so it's going to be 25 to 55, and then you put in a hyphen, and then you put in the location, so that's going to be Karnataka. So I'm running this ad only within the Karnataka. I do not want to target any other region at the moment. So this you can enter after setting up the entire ad set as well. Let's flow down. So conversion event. So how do you want to convert, or what is going to be the location of your conversion event over here? So there are multiple options. First is website, application, messenger, and WhatsApp. Right now we are going to select website because we want people to go to our landing page. Just in case if you want people to do an activity or undergo a certain task inside your application, just select the application option. If you want them to drop into your messenger, that's like people message you and then you talk to them, or you set up an automation via ManyChat. Again, something which I'm going to talk to you about in depth in later one of the videos. And then there is the last option, that's WhatsApp. So if you want people to send you a WhatsApp message, that's when then you select the page and then you put in the number. But we are not going to do any of that right now. We just want people to go to our website, then select the pixel, and then what event you would want to execute under the pixel. So I want leads, that's what I want to get or track the event, that's lead. Then there is this option for dynamic creative. Alright, so what's a dynamic creative? So let's say for example there are 4 to 5 different creatives that you wish to test out, but you do not wish to set up a different ad for every single one of them. Then what will happen is that dynamic creative is supposed to be turned on, and you just give in Facebook those 5 to 6 creatives, different copies and headlines, and Facebook would create multiple combinations of them. So suppose we have 5 creative, 5 copies, and 5 headlines. That would be combining all of that would be 5 into 5 into 5. That would be how much? 25 into 5, 125 ads. But creating 125 ads is going to be a headache for you, because obviously there is a lot of information that you need to put in over there. So which is why all you need to do is turn on dynamic creative, create one single ad, put in all of those 5 creatives, 5 copies, and 5 headlines, and Facebook will create the multiple options, all of them. So it increases your efficiency, saves a lot of time for you. And I think if you have a lot of combinations that you're trying to test out, then definitely dynamic creative is something that you should set up. But right now I know I have just one single video ad that I want to run to this particular target audience, so I'm not going to turn on dynamic creative. Now offer is something that we are going to eliminate right now. We do not want them to see. So there are a lot of ads which you set up wherein there is an instant experience type of thing that's created. So you do not go off Facebook, but on Facebook itself you see a lot of information about the project or about the advertisement or about the offer. That's something that you create over here, but again not going to go in depth in this video. Then there is budget and schedule. So daily budget, I'm going to put in 800 rupees. That is what I want to put in. Starting time, and here is the end time. So if you want that the ad should be running only for a certain number of days, certain number of hours, then you can put it up over here. You can select the end date, and without you having turning off the ad, it will get turned off automatically. Now comes the interesting part. This is setting up the audience. So this is the audience part, and again here is the very first option, that's for a custom audience. So what is a custom audience now? Again, so a custom audience is something that you define on your own. Facebook doesn't define it for you. What happens here is that it could be your own customer list, it could be your Facebook pixel data, it could be your website visitors, it could be your Facebook audience. So suppose people are engaging intensively via your Facebook page, so you could create a custom audience of that over here as well. But right now we do not have anything like that. Then there is an option for location. So I'm gonna enter Karnataka. So for you it could be anything, so you, based on your preference or what type of audience you wish to target, you can do that. Now there is this interesting option over here, a very small option which would not create a huge difference, but it will create a slight difference. So now what does this option say? First one is people living or recently in this location. So even if someone from Maharashtra is traveling to Karnataka, and while the ads are running, he's in Karnataka and falls into the audience that we are targeting based on the interest, he would also be seeing the ad, which I do not want. So I'm gonna select only people who are living in this location. So now if you are interestingly working with some, maybe a hotel or maybe someone with a restaurant or something like that, then you would maybe want to target these options. That's like people traveling in this location. So people who are traveling right now are the type of people who would be looking for any of those type of service that you think would be your right audience. Then that's what you have to select. But right now I just want to select people living in this location. All right, moving forward, there is this age that I want to enter. So starting age goes from 13 till 65 plus, but that's not my audience. So I want to target people starting from 25 to, let's go maybe until 55. That's all right. Okay, now there is the option for gender. So if you are targeting your audience and you want only like men to see the ad, then you select men. If you only women, you select that. But for me, it's both of them. So now there is interest based targeting over here, and you could enter any type of interest that you would want. If you're not getting any suggestions or ideas, click on browse and check out these all of these options. So there are huge number of options that we have. So like based on hobbies, current events, home and garden, furniture, gardening, home appliances, a lot of things. But right now, as I put it on the top, I want to target people who have interest towards yoga. So yoga is something that I want to target. So now what happens here generally is that there are a lot of different type of interests that you could put in one single ad set, but I usually do not prefer that. Maximum I would enter only 2 to 3 interests in one particular ad set. Reason behind that is that because suppose I set up 6 different ad sets over here and I'm putting in an CBO, that's the campaign budget optimization, for 800 rupees, then all of those ads, the budget is going to be equally divided among all of those ads, and I would not get to know which exact audience is working for me, and that could be a lot of trouble and pain when you are scaling your ads on a later stage, because right now you're working slow because you are just figuring out which ad and audience is working best for you. But later on you wouldn't want that. You would want to have one particular audience, one particular age group, one particular creative with the copy, and you would want to increase the budget. And in that case, knowing the lowest number of interest that you could put in an ad set would be the best option for you. So right now I'm going to put only yoga. Now this option is very interesting. Reach people beyond your detailed targeting selection, and it's likely to improve your performance. Facebook, what Facebook is going to do is now, right now I'm telling it, people living in Karnataka, either male or female, age group being 25 to 55, having interest in yoga and activities like yoga, reaching people beyond this particular interest group. Now, why this is a negative and a plus point for you, I'll elaborate a bit on that. So when Facebook on its own is reaching out people beyond your interest targeting, that means that it might help you get better results, but you wouldn't know what type of audience is that. When you're scaling your ads, again, you will face problem for that. So which is why I prefer to turn this off. But there have been a lot of people who've tried to get a lot of good results based on turning this tick on. But I personally prefer to turn it off, because when I'm going to scale my ads on the later stage, I wouldn't know what exact audience I should be targeting, because based on yoga, Facebook could be showing these ads to n number of people with various different interests, and I would not know about that. So that's a minus point. Now again, this ad is going to be shown only to people who speak Kannada. So Kannada is the native language in Karnataka, and I want to show this ad only to those people who speak Kannada, or their native language is Kannada, or they know Kannada, or they could like understand Kannada. I want this ad to be shown only to those type of people. So based on your knowledge, based on your target audience, you could select a language. But if you want to show it to everyone, then just in case, do not select any language over here. That's all. So now if I click on show more option, this is an option that's based on your connections. So just in case, suppose you're running a brand, so and you know that there is a huge audience on your page. Say let's say your page or your Facebook page or Instagram page has somewhere around 100,000 likes. That's 1 lakh people liking your page, and those people already know everything about your page, and they know about your offering, every single thing, and you do not want them to see the ad. Then what are you gonna do? Go on the page, Facebook page, connections, Facebook page, and people who currently like your ad. So you want to show the ad only to those 100,000 people, you click on this option. Similar to those people who currently like your ad. So so this is very helpful option when you want to promote your page, as in like increase the engagement, increase the following, increase the like. This could be a good option, or exclude people who like your page. This is what I'm going to select right now, because I know that I do not want to show the ad to people who already like my page or engage with my content, because they are aware about the offer that I am sharing with them, and I want it to be only shown to people who do not know anything about my brand. That's why it's named top of the funnel, because these are people who are strangers with my brand. They do not know anything about my brand. Now moving forward, these are the similar options that you also get for an app. So if you have an app, people who use your app, people who are similar to using your app, or people who don't use your app. And again, there is this option, exclude people who responded to your event, and you could also create a combination. So I want to select people who do not like my page, and then again you cannot just stop over here, because this option will not be valid. In that case, you need to click here and enter the name of your page and just select your page right there. So the audience has been created now, and if you see that nothing happened over here, just scroll a bit up, and here you're going to see it exclude people who are at least one of the following, and that says engagement page, people who currently like your page. All right, so people who currently like your page have been excluded over here, nothing to worry about. All right, now moving forward, guys, there is this next option that we have, the about placements. So placements is something, there is two options actually, automatic placement and manual placements. Now placement is something, is like which platform and which location on that platform you want people to see the ad. So let me click on manual to show you what all options we have. The platforms are Facebook, Audience Network, Instagram and Messenger. And if you see like this, these are other different options that you get. So on feed you have Facebook feed, Instagram feed, Facebook marketplace, video feed, right column, explore, inbox, stories, then Instagram stories, Facebook stories, Messenger stories, in stream, that's Facebook in video in stream. So when you're watching a video on Facebook, in between of that video, the video ad will be shown. Search, Facebook search results, then there is Messenger, then there is in articles that you're reading on Facebook, the app network and the audience network again. So I usually prefer to keep it automatic placements, but just in case, based on my past experience, I have also noticed that there are two major placements that work really well. That's the feed and the story part. So you could obviously select based on your preference, but right now I'm gonna keep it to automatic. Then there is the option for optimization and delivery. How would you want to optimize your ad delivery? So how would you want to optimize means, like, do you want to pay Facebook, or do you want to optimize your ads for conversion, landing page views, or link clicks, impression, daily unique reach? But the best is conversion. That's what we are paying high for. That's why because the audience is going to be expensive as well based on conversion. If you select traffic, but you only get traffic, in that case you wouldn't get conversions. Then there is an option for cost control. So now this is an option. So you would know, or if you do not know, Facebook works, or Facebook ads works on a bidding option. So suppose if I am not the only one showing ads to people who have interest in yoga, are under the age group of 25 to 55 and live in Karnataka, there would be huge number of businesses that are targeting the same type of audience. And just in case, if I see a higher costing over there, then I'm going to put in a manual bidding here, so that I know that I'm saying that I do not want to pay more than, for example, 50 rupees per lead for this particular audience. So I could enter that amount right now, but based on my experience, that's useful only when you're spending huge amount. That's like 50,000, 1 lakh rupees or 2 lakh rupees per day. That's when this is very helpful, so that because you in that case want to have power and control on your end, and you do not want to give that option to Facebook. Then there is more bidding options. So if you enter a bidding, there's like cost cap and bid cap. Now it's again like, do you want to have an upper cost, like a cap on the costing, or do you want to have a cap on the bidding process? So that's again something that we could discuss on the later stage, when I'm going to show you the results of this particular ad that we'll be running. Alright, so this is all the setting that you would want to do on your ad set level. I think we have taken care of every single thing. Now let's go to the ad and design the ad. So here we can say this is going to be video ad 1. Let's select the Facebook page. If you have an Instagram page, you could select that as well. Done. Now there is this option that says ad setup. So do you want to create an ad, use an existing ad, or use something that you have already created in the Creative Hub? We are going to create a new ad. We want to have a single video, no carousel, no collections. So now just in case if you do not have an idea, so you could create an ad based on your existing post, which is maybe an ad that you created a while ago that's already running, or maybe it could be an ad on your a post on your Facebook page as well. And again, a single one. Carousel, I think you would know about it. 2 or 3 ads or like creatives showing up together, that's known as a carousel, and the collection is something similar as well. We do not want to add an instant experience. Okay, let's select the video. Alright, so that's the video that I want to select. Okay, done. Alright, so guys, after that we have selected the video over here, what next you need to do is that this is the column that says primary text. So this is nothing but the copy that we also see that goes along with the video. So whichever ad that you see on Facebook, let me show you something over here. So yeah, right here we have this Dan Lok ad right now. So the text that you're seeing right now along with this creative, so this is the creative of the ad, this is the copy. So the text or the copy that goes along with the ad is also known as primary text. This is the copy that goes along with the ad, and this is what you need to, or this is what you're supposed to add right here. So you could add that. Let me just get that. So this is my short, simple and sweet copy that I'm gonna put in over here. So copy is very important, and the way that you put out the copy is also very important. You need to keep in mind that you're not using any strategies, any words that may violate Facebook's policy, because if you do that, multiple rejections could lead your ad account getting banned. So I do not want you guys to fall into trouble. I want you to take care about it, take the precautious measures just in case so that you do not get banned. And all right, let me put the link in here. Sorry, so I cannot show you the landing page because this is a client project. I'm not supposed to show you all of those under details. This is just the basics, that's why I can show that to you. And so the copy is ready now. Here in under the website URL, you could enter the website URL or the landing page URL and click on preview so that you could preview it here. And well, this is the display link. So here you're seeing there's a link coming up, so if you want to change that, you could go ahead and easily change that. That is not an issue as well. And this is the call to action. So this button that you see right here, this is known as call to action. So you could change that to whatever you would want based on your offer. Maybe contact us, maybe apply now, maybe book now, watch more, subscribe, sign up. For me, learn more works the best because that helps derive curiosity among people. And that's all for now. Actually, I think the ad setup is done. You could add your headlines over here. The copy is already taken care of. You could also add a description. So the description goes right below over here. So that's how you see the headline is this is the display URL, this is the description, this is the call to action, this is the creative, this is the copy, this is your Facebook page, and that's all you need to do. Now we have set up everything in here and we are good to go ahead and launch our campaign. So now this is just one audience that we created. Now if you wish to go ahead and target multiple audiences, what do you need to do? So suppose, like, what do I mean exactly by multiple audiences? This is people who have interest towards yoga. So I'll click on quick duplicate. So I don't want to target people who only have interest towards yoga. Maybe someone who has interest towards wellness, well-being, fitness. There would be a huge number of things that you could target. Like, there are n number of options that you have. So you need to do the research accordingly and put in those interests in here, and you could create as many as you want, but that should be in compliance with your budget, because you cannot have like 50 or 60 ad sets and then again have 5-6 ads under them, because that's going to require a huge budget. And again, if you're spreading a small budget over a huge number of ads, you're spreading it too thin, which is why you wouldn't get optimum results as well. So I usually try to keep 5 to 6 ad sets, and under that maximum 3 to 5 ads under each ad set. That helps you give a good result. And again, these things depend upon the budget that you're trying to target. So totally going to depend upon you. Now coming on to the important part that we spoke about earlier, which I did not tell you about or elaborate more about, that's campaign budget optimization. So now you see that again, if I have 5 ad sets over here, suppose for now I have 2 of them. So the budget that I have put in is 800 and 800, that's 1600 per day. But I don't want to spend that. I want to spend only 800 rupees throughout the day, and I want to have it on both of them. Now you might be saying, why not, Puneet, go ahead and put in 400, that's the best option. But now the problem in that case is that 400 will be spent on this audience and 400 on this audience. I do not know which is going to perform better, or which is going to perform in comparison, which is the better audience and which would drive me cheaper results. So which is why I go to the campaign level, create campaign budget optimization, and here I would put in 800 as the budget. Now what is going to happen here, or what did I do right now? I'll just elaborate a bit on that. So I gave Facebook the authority that based on this campaign level, the number of ad sets and ads which are falling under this campaign, I give you the authority that overall spending throughout the day should be 800. But you are supposed to spend this money optimally only on the ads which are performing and the audiences which are performing. So initially, when the first few results starts flowing in, the Facebook algorithm recognizes that this is the audience that's doing well and this is the ad sets that's performing better. So it will go ahead and spend only on that. Just for example, this audience is doing good, this creative is doing good, this one is not doing good. So Facebook will spend a major chunk of that daily amount on this ad rather than spending on this one, because it knows that the results are not flowing in from this one, or the results are not up to the mark. This is how the algorithm is smart, and that's why the advantage is to all of us. And that's all, guys. I think campaign budget optimization is taken care of. Then you can hit on publish and you can go ahead and publish this particular ad. All right, let's hit there and it's publishing all of that, and that's about it. Alright, so guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. So in this video we spoke about every single step, the entire process of actually setting up Facebook ads, running them, what all you need to take into account, how do you set up the pixel, and all of those details. And I think this was quite a bit detailed video for you to go ahead and set up your own Facebook ads. And even if you would want to use this entire process and the setup and work this out for any of your clients, I think that wouldn't be a problem at all. I think you can definitely go ahead and do that as well. It's going to be really helpful for you and for your clients as well. And that's about it for now. I think, guys, really I appreciate you watching this video till the end. Thank you so much for watching this. If there is anything that you would want to let me know about this video, any comments, anything that I should be focusing upon, any new topics you would want me to record a video about, all of that information, put it down below. Anything that I could improve, any feedbacks, every single thing is appreciated and accepted from my end. Please feel free to go ahead and comment it down below. Also, just in case if you feel that any of your friends would be benefited by watching this video, or anyone apart from your friends as well who you think would be for whom this video is going to be really helpful, please do feel free to share this video with them. If you enjoyed this, if this was helpful for you, comment below, like this video, and also do not forget to subscribe the channel, because that helps me produce more and more videos like these. Really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later in my next video. Peace out.